You want to wear the crown of a millionaire, but you can't even climb over the first $10,000 wall. Here's the cold, hard truth. The first million isn't the hardest. The most brutal, soul-crushing milestone, the one that beheads the weak and separates the pretenders from the heirs, is the first 100,000. If you don't understand why this number is the ultimate gatekeeper, you'll never sit on the throne. Today, I'm showing you the math and the discipline behind the king's ransom. What's up, future royalty? I am the Compound King, and today we're training for your financial coronation. We're talking about the 100,000 milestone. Why did Charlie Munger say you have to get your hands on 100,000, even if you have to walk everywhere and skip every meal? Because this value is the ultimate stress test. I'm going to explain why it's a battlefield and how, by conquering it, you prove you have the DNA of a ruler. It's time to invest like a king. Phase 1. The peasant's struggle. In those first $10, $20, or $30,000, compound interest is a ghost. It's invisible. You invest $1,000, and next month you've earned $10 in interest. It's insulting. It feels like you're tilling a field that never grows. In this phase, 99% of your growth comes from your own sweat, your labor, your savings, not the market. This is where most commoners quit because the effort is royal, but the return is pocket change. But listen, what's happening here is the forging of your discipline. To reach 100,000, you don't need luck. You need a king's decree. You must learn to say no to immediate pleasures for a future that still looks like a mirage. It's the equivalent of hitting the gym every day for 6 months and still seeing a soft belly. Your financial character is being tempered in the fire of the boring middle. Why is 100,000 the inflection point? There is a mathematical wall here. Until 100,000, you are the one pushing the carriage. After 100,000, the horses are hitched. With $100,000 invested at a 1% monthly return, you earn $1,000 for free every single month. That is a royal tribute paid to you without working a single extra minute. The game flips. You stop being the only engine of your wealth, and compound interest becomes your most loyal knight. Reaching 100,000 proves you've mastered the 3 virtues of the throne: impulse governance, long-term vision, and operational efficiency. If you built 100,000 from zero, you've learned to live below your means. You've understood that time is your greatest ally. The million is now just a matter of scale, because the habit, the hardest part of the conquest, is already etched into your brain: the trap of the mid-journey. Many reach 50,000 and decide they deserve a new carriage or a luxury feast. They burn the castle before the walls are even finished. When you do this, you kill the momentum before it gains pressure. Reaching 100,000 requires you to ignore social status and keep your eyes on the empire. It's an exercise in mental clarity and isolation. The math doesn't lie. The time it takes to go from 0 to 100,000 is often the same time it will take to go from 100,000 to 500,000. The growth curve accelerates exponentially. The first 100,000 is your base training. Without it, your financial structure is a house of cards. With it, you build a fortress of reinforced concrete. My 4 royal rules for the 100,000 milestone. First, forget the flash. Status doesn't pay the guards. Second, increase your tributes, contributions, as your income grows, not your lifestyle. Third, accept that the beginning is a slow grind. Embrace the process. Fourth, protect your capital. Don't fall for get-rich-quick jesters who will bankrupt your years of effort. The first million is a trophy, but the first 100,000 is the medal of honor for those who survived the trenches. If you've passed 10, 50, or you're knocking on the door of 100, do not stop now. You are about to ignite the engine that will carry you to the summit. If this financial training gave you the spark you needed, leave a like, subscribe to the kingdom, and comment below. What stage of the siege are you in? I am the Compound King, and I want to see you in the millionaire's court. Now, focus on the capital and get to work. Invest like a king.